What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of the Post Game Report podcast. So, I got my hands on a PlayStation 5 controller, and I made a few videos about it. I paid the price because mentally I was, overloaded, and I had to freaking sleep a lot during the weekend. But I made a few videos. I made one video talking about it not working on the PlayStation 4. Then I made another one demonstrating remote play on my iMac and using the PS5 controller that way. And then there's actually Rumble. But you're not going to get all the haptic feedback that you're going to get like in a game designed specifically for the DS5 or the DualShock 5 or DualSense 5, whatever the hell they call it. So you're not going to get that, but you're going to get the basic rumble that you would feel when you're shooting a gun, jumping and landing, stuff like that. And then I made another video with my final conclusion, which is that it's the most comfortable controller that I've ever used to this date. It is really comfortable. It's a little bigger. The handles stick out more, so there's more to grab. The shoulder buttons feel tighter. And when you're going to get that haptic feedback where there's resistance and stuff, on a game that's designed for it, I'm really interested in trying that out. That's going to be crazy. The face buttons, they feel very similar to the PlayStation 4 controller. Same with the D-pad. The sticks they almost feel like they stick out a little higher than the PlayStation 4 controllers or the thumbsticks. I don't know if it's just me imagining things, but it somewhat feels a little taller, the thumbsticks. And then the touchpad, it's wider. And I like the way it's wider because the way the controller is designed, you need a wider touchpad. Now, a lot of people have issues with the touchpad, saying it's a wasted piece of real estate. I don't think so. There's a lot of need for that touchpad. I like the touchpad. That is one thing that really, really makes the PlayStation 4 controller stand out from the competition. And also the gyro features where you can move the controller around and create text, or with certain games, do motion with your controller. There's a lot that goes into the PlayStation controllers. Now, we are seeing something way more advanced than we're accustomed to with controllers, and people are making a lot of content surrounding this controller and giving it really big accolades, calling it like Marquise Brownie, who is possibly the top tech YouTuber in the world. I mean, the man, he started podcasting when he was like 14 years old. I've seen the videos. And to see where he's at, and I know I'm going on a side tangent, is remarkable. From New York City, African-American. And this guy interviews Bill Gates, Elon Musk. So, I mean, the guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to technology. And he called the PlayStation 5 controller the most next-gen piece of tech in any of the next-gen consoles coming out. He said this is the most next-generation thing for either console. And that is a huge freaking stamp of approval. It is. So, when you have a guy who is reviewing Tesla cars and Tesla is sending him cars, you know that you can trust this dude. So, yeah, it's amazing what a controller can do. And I've always stated that the controller is what gives you, the gamer or the consumer, it connects the individual to the piece of software that they are playing. It connects you to the console. In order to do anything, you need a controller. To power it on, you need a controller. to move around. You need a controller. So it is important that the controller is comfortable. I like to say it like that, comfortable. And that when there is a new iteration of a console, that the controller also gets some form of change for the better. And this has been a change for the better. From the PlayStation 4 controller to the PlayStation 5 controller, the change has been for the better, thankfully, because some companies can mess it up. So thankfully, we have ourselves one of the best looking controllers, best feeling, best, most comfortable. And I can't wait to see what it's going to do. Like a lot of people who have PlayStation 5s, who are previewing it or reviewing it at this point now, they seem to be going crazy for the haptic feedback. They're going crazy over it. I would say that the name of the game, but I don't remember the freaking name. It's with the little robots. So right now I can't remember the freaking name of the game. But yeah, that demonstration, that software comes installed into every PlayStation 5, and it's about a 5-6 hour game that demonstrates all of the strengths of the new DualSense controller for the PlayStation 5. So Astrobots, I think. It'll get to me eventually. So moving on, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and the fact that there were, a bunch of people saying that this game was going to be nothing more than downloadable content. It seems like that has quieted down because Insomniac has been bringing out all types of information in regards to Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now they are going to include the suit from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it even gives you that crazy stuttering animation that is in the movie. And it looks freaking crazy. I thought it was going to look like a mess, but it actually looks like the freaking movie. It's kind of scary. This game is looking like, every time there's a preview, I try not to look at it too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I have to look at some of it. And so I'll look at a few minutes, and then there's a 14-minute gameplay video with that suit, with that Spider-Verse suit. I looked at about 3 minutes, and then I was like, you know what, I don't need to see anymore. So it just looks insane. And the fact that this is a cross-gen game, and at first it ticked me off because I wanted this to be something that was designed specifically for the PlayStation 5, and it seems like Insomniac has been able to do that, to where this game looks, it looks so beautiful. Like, there's no other way to put it. And the gameplay is smooth, it's fast. The city is like packed with people, packed with cars. You can see it at a distance. The lighting looks phenomenal. It just looks like this game, Spider-Man Miles Morales, is going to kick a lot of ass this holiday. It's going to be too bad people aren't going to be able to freely go to a store and pick up a PlayStation 5 when they want to. Demand is just too high right now. And we know with manufacturing and all the, all the side effects of things closing down and everybody being cautious over this disease. So, or this virus. So, unfortunately, there aren't too many PlayStation 5s floating around. But you can get it on the PlayStation 4. You're just not going to get the benefits of superior visuals, superior load times, and all the features that are packed in along with the PlayStation 5 controller. You're going to feel all types of different haptic feedback, which is going to be great. Specifically, the load times is crazy. So I'm looking forward to that game. I really can't wait. My son, he's in college right now, and I've been showing him videos. He's psyched. So I'm I'm not going to buy him a PlayStation 5 right now because, number one, I can't find an extra one. I'm hoping that Target keeps my pre-order and gives me mine when it's released. But we're both excited to play that game. Another game I'm excited to play is Demon's Souls, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. They remade it, and it looks another game that looks super clean. Visually, the lighting, the gameplay looks very reminiscent to the original PlayStation 3 Demon's Souls, and it's going to be hard, a hard game to beat, a hard game to play. You're going to die a lot. But thankfully, with the super fast SSD, you're going to be able to reload a game and start all over again. So that is great. Actually, on a side note, someone in a foreign country actually leaked a video of SpiderMan Miles Morales booting from a cold start, meaning that the game was not in a standby position or a standby state. The game was the like with the PlayStation 4, excuse me, not floor. With the PlayStation 4, you can close the application and then hit the game again and go from a cold boot. This guy did it, and the game, everything from start to finish, was about 13 seconds from when he went to the game. It booted up, and then it went into his it went to where he can select which file he wants to load. Once he hit the file he wanted to load, it booted up in like 2 seconds. So the entire thing was, somebody said like 13 seconds. I don't know if it's true, if it was faster or slower, but I know from the moment he clicked on the file, the save game that he wanted to play, it was like 2 seconds to load, which is sick because you're loading an entire map of Manhattan. So PlayStation 5 looks like it's going to be a real game changer. Like the speed of the system, the controller, the technology that went into the controller, the craftsmanship, the way it feels. Too bad I can't right now speak on the haptic feedback, but based on what others are saying, that combination of the speed of the console itself with the experience you're going to feel when holding the controller and controlling it and having everything come back at you that's on screen. That's going to be something that we haven't seen before. Now, yes, we've dealt with rumble controls, so that's nothing new. But Sony's doing something different. They are trying something different. Something similar to what Nintendo has done with the Switch. So people are saying that it's the next level. So we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I believe that it's something that truly needs to be integrated and common. Like the developers, third-party developers should want to add as much into this haptic system as possible in order to make their games stand out. Now, unfortunately, with the Xbox side, they're not going to have a similar system. So they're going to have to, depend on whatever rumble features are on that controller. But hey, if you're a developer and you want to bring your product out and put the best product out there and create what you envision, then sometimes you have to, leave one console behind and focus on the strengths of another. It is what it is. So I don't know. I just can't wait. We are, November 2nd? 10 days away? 8 days away from the Xbox Series launching? So there's a lot to be excited about, folks. So I can't wait. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm JVB. I will talk to you later.